Greetings, exiles, and I continue my journey. And in this video I prepared something really spicy for you. This is a really good tink. Just what I need. My character is already level 96 and I think it's time for 6 links. Now I need this unique belt. In the last video Gravizius didn't give it to me, so let's try again. Also this time I decided to run an infested valley map where I can find this divination card. Let's see what happens first. A gift from Gravizius, or I will collect a full set of cards. The first one. I need to fix my loot filter. That's better. And another. A random encounter. But nothing special. It was unexpected. But what about my friend? Sadness. Finally, I knew Gravizius wouldn't let me down. I need oils for my amulet, and that means it's time for blight. First I need blighted maps, and so I'm going to use this atlas. I'm not a big blight expert and always use the same trick. Freeze and burning ground for rings anointment. I don't know if this is the best option, but it always works for me. It's not the golden oil, but it's not bad. Just what I need. This is the amulet which I crafted in the first part of my journey, and to be honest, to make something better will be very difficult, because there are 3 very important characteristics for me. So this will be the amulet for the final build, and so I can use oils. The next step is clusters. I need 1 medium and 1 small. So it's time for a new atlas. Full Delirium with Unending Nightmare. Also, there are some Strongboxes here because after I finish with Delirium I will remake this atlas for Strongbox farming. In combination with these scarabs we can get a lot of clusters in a very short time. Nice and easy. A few maps and I have a lot of clusters. I wonder if this cluster pile has what I need. Great. I don't need Delirium anymore. The rest of the clusters are going into the trade stash. I'm sure there's something useful here. And cluster crafting. Let's start with the Harvest Reforge. Okay, it's time for the alteration spam. Perfect. And it's actually quite difficult to craft a cluster like this, but it's a key item for us. Thanks to the combination of this node and Warcry Mastery, we always have maximum endurance and frenzy charges. And we don't have to press any additional buttons. And this node gives us permanent onslaught. Very big upgrade for this build. Those were some pretty good improvements, and I think it's time for a break. And that means it's time for Strongboxes. Not a bad start, but I wanted to find something like this. Now that's interesting. Classic scam boxes. And this could be 2 mirrors. Never lucky. And a few random encounters. Not for me, but the new owner was found instantly. Not bad. No way, T0 from an old scammer. And a small gamba. Classic harvest juice bait. I always take that bait. It's been fun, but it's time to get back to our build, namely the upgrades. I need a timeless jewel, and so let's visit Legion. That was quick, and I can fix this timeless jewel with divine orbs. But I have a lot of emblems, and so I decided to continue doing Legion because I know a lot of people in the league need timeless jewels. Very good. Yep. Timeless jewels are needed by a lot of people. I got what I wanted. This jewel gives us a lot of energy shield. And the Divine Shield Keystone will give us a lot of energy shield recovery because we are constantly doing physical damage to ourselves. Also in the future, I plan to use this unique helmet and I will have even more energy shield recovery. My next goal is the Green Nightmare. And for that I need these two items, which can only be found in Breach. So let's go to the Breach prison. It's a pretty nice prison. With nice tinks. Thanks to this guy for helping me get out of this prison. Cool. I'm also gonna need a tattoo like this. Place the Green Nightmare in this slot and we get a 16% chance to suppress spell damage. In theory, we can get an additional 4% if we need it. And I think that's a good value. And one more small purchase. While I was making upgrades, I got level 100. Let's test the build with the new items. Overall not bad, but frankly there's a lot more to do. Namely getting this helmet. It drops from the Uber Shaper, so it's time for T17 maps because that's where I can find these fragments. Another scam box. No way. This is it. The Mageblood. But I'll come back to this map later because I have more items to find. What's going on here? Too many belts. Unfortunately, I can't use the Headhunter in my build. But I think this guy can find a use for that cool belt. Anyway, let's check out the Uber Shaper. Honestly, it was a pretty easy fight and I didn't have much trouble with it. Not the cleanest arena, but it's a win nonetheless. Here comes the well-deserved reward. Just what I need. Unfortunately, I can't use this helmet yet because if I change my current helmet, I won't have enough dexterity. So I need a new ring. I found a base like this and will use the essences to craft. But first I need to get those essences. A new atlas. I've been slowly gathering essences and then this happened. I found this amazing ring. Perfect for me. Now I can use this helmet. I think I need a more serious weapon because my current one is pretty weak. Essence crafting. In the end, I managed to make an axe like this. Pretty good. But I decided not to show the process of crafting this axe. Because I'm watched by those who know about crafting better than I do, and if they saw what I was doing, they would smash the monitor in rage. So I decided to save their sanity and the monitor. And the final piece of my gear. Small cluster. For 100% suppression chance. And now my defenses look like this. Without the molten shell and flasks, of course. And DPS. And with tincture. Cool. Now let's test the build in real battles. Another Uber Shaper. I killed him much faster this time. And almost always I felt safe because my defense allows me to ignore a lot of his attacks. Uber Eater. Easy. Hey, where's my ring? It's a scam. Uber Exarch. Wow. With a ruby flask I can tank the ball phase. Not bad. Uber Elder. And another easy battle. This build is insane. Well, I guess my Zero has turned into a real hero and it's time for the reward. The Mageblood. It's basically free Mageblood because the only hard modifier is 90% less damage. But for some reason I was really nervous. I was thinking, what if I disconnect and lose this map? But everything went well and here's my reward. Shiny. Let's put it in the stash where it belongs. Oh well, that was a cool journey. The build is very strong and gear progression very smooth and interesting. And I did not regret my choice. Also, this league was very cool and all thanks to you. Those players who participated in it and who helped each other. Thank you all for watching and commenting. I appreciate it. Also, I will be very grateful for your likes and subscription. Bye everyone and see you in the new video.